Are you involved in business networking? Would you like to pack out your meetings with visitors who are keen to pass on their contacts to you, spend money with you and your other fellow members, and potentially, if they like the meeting, they might even apply for membership and you can grow your networking group? If so, the email marketing robot that I've been developing over the past 4 years and testing myself personally is the solution that you've been looking for. And I'll show you in this quick demo exactly how it works. It's as easy as sending an email. To start, you click on File and then New Campaign. And rather than giving it a list of email addresses, we're going to give it a list of business types and a list of towns and cities. In this example, I've got a list of towns and counties around a fictional, it's not actually a fictional, this is a real venue, and these are the places around here. So I'm going to copy those into here and paste them into the list of towns and cities. These are actually a list that I did for one of our customers, and if you need help creating your list of towns and cities around your venue, just get in touch and I'll be very happy to help with that. And now for the business types. If you go to our website, emailmarketingrobot.com, and then go to frequently asked questions and go to list of business types, we have a long list of business types that you can choose from. Literally hundreds and hundreds of business types. Alternatively, we do have another list. There's a link at the bottom of the page. If you go to New Business Networking Category List for 2013, this is one of our lists of business types that are most likely to be involved in business networking groups. So what I'm going to do is copy some of the list. You can copy all of the list if you wish, and I'm going to paste it into the business types in our campaign. But we've already got an accountant in our fictional group, and we've already got a printer, so I'm going to take those out of the list. And then, when you're happy with your list, click on Save and give it a name. I'm going to call this Test. And the next thing to do is put in the subject line and the body text of the email. We're also going to want to set the region to the UK, and I'm going to set the depth. This is the equivalent of how many pages of Google it searches. I'm going to set that at 4. If you was in a really big city such as London, you could easily set that to 10. So now I'm going to grab the proven template, and as I say, I've been developing this and I've been testing it over the past 4 years. So the template is at this link, inviting visitors to business networking groups. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm simply going to copy the details like you would do if you were setting it up for yourself for the first time. Copy the subject line, and I'll explain what all this does in just a second. And then copy this part to as far as here. Copy and paste that into the robot software here. Now I do need to edit this email, but I'll just show you what these different things are. Where it says hash company type hash, this will automatically be replaced with the word electrician, mortgage broker, photographer or solicitor, etc. when it gets to this category in the list. So to start off with, it would say electrician referrals. So the person who receives the email will immediately know it's something of interest to them. Hash greeting hash will automatically be replaced with good morning, good afternoon or good evening. So it looks as though you've just sent the email. And we do need to edit some bits of this. So we would put on Friday, for example. I'm just going to put some example information in here. Myself and then you'd insert the number of people in your group to give them an idea of how many people there will be. Myself and 25 other local companies are meeting at the Dakota Hotel in Nottingham to network and generate referrals for each other. At the last meeting, one of the businesses mentions they're looking for and then it would insert electrician in the area to potentially exchange referrals with. I found your website on Google and wondered if you'd be interested in coming along to meet the others and see if we can generate more business for each other. So what you would do is you would listen in your meeting for the type of businesses that people are looking for introductions to, and then you can invite those to the next meeting or the next meeting in 2 weeks' time, preferably. Always invite 2 weeks ahead and you'll get the maximum number of people. And I've consistently got 5 to 15 visitors each week to my meeting using this software. So then you'd put the meeting is from, and then say if it's a lunchtime group, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and includes 2-course buffet lunch. The cost is just £12 or say £10 for example, whatever your price is, and there is tea, coffee and water for refreshments. Just before I continue, if you are inviting for a core group, then you can't really say at the last meeting one of the businesses mentioned they're looking for a company type. But you could say, we do know, or we are setting up a new group, and we do know that in this region, electricians, and you could put an S on the end of there, so it's #company type #S for electricians. Electricians do very well from networking groups, so just reword that if you need to. And then it says, the group is very friendly and business focused, so if you're available, I'd love for you to come along as my guests so I can make the introductions. And then you'd put your details at the bottom in the signature. So I'm now going to click on mode and put it into test mode. And this means that emails will not be sent for real, but instead they'll be sent to my email address so that I can check it's all correct. And I'm just going to demonstrate to you now how the software works. So we've set up the email subject line, we've put in the body text of the email, and now I'm going to click on start. And now I could go and have a cup of tea, I could check my voicemails, I could reply back to emails, I could do whatever I like really when the email marketing robot is running. So I've set up my campaign, it's now fetching the results from the internet, and in 1 second those websites are going to appear in this bottom window here. Okay, so now you see the website addresses that it's found, and as you can see the vast majority of them are electricians. I've found one website that is not an electrician, it's a kind of directory website, so I'm going to right click that line and add that domain to the domain blacklist, so it's going to avoid contacting that website in the future. Approved Service UK is also a comparison site, so I'm going to right click and add that to the domain blacklist. And also probably Electricians 101 and Good Trades are directory websites. And you could check these by looking them up in your web browser, but after a while you do tend to be able to recognise them. Brit Point as well looks like a directory website. So on this list of electricians in Bebington, based on 4 pages deep, it's found one with an email address and it sent that invitation, and that took literally just a few seconds. So now once it's finished this one, it's going to go on to the next place of Ellesmere Port in Cheshire. I've got the speed set to 90 emails per hour maximum, so it's got a speed limiter so that it automatically will not send too many emails, therefore it's going to stay within the maximum sending limits set by your internet service provider. As well as that, it will only email each business once, and that's a very important thing to bear in mind. It will also only email businesses that have got their email address on their website. So those types of businesses are inviting people to send them an email. Therefore, you have implied consent. So by sending an invitation such as this and only emailing them once, you're not going to get into trouble with any spam legislation. So now it's come up with the next list of electricians, and I can see another directory there. I'm just going to blacklist that directory. You don't need to watch it. As I say, you can do something else, but when you first install it, it will come up with a few directory websites because they're different in each area. So once you've blacklisted them, it's going to avoid them from then on. On this particular search, it's come up with 3, and so you see, depending on the category and the place, it will find a varying amount of businesses that have got email addresses on their websites. There is an option for it to send text messages as well if you wish, and you can enable that by going to the options menu at the top of the screen. We've partnered with a company called Voodoo SMS, which has a very low cost text messaging option if you wish to use that. It does only work in the United Kingdom, but for emails it will work anywhere in the world. Simply have to give it the list of business categories. You may need to translate those if it's a non-English speaking country, and give it a list of place names, and being specific by putting a town and county to avoid any confusion. So there's a demo of how it works. As I say, I can easily get 5 to 15 visitors each week to my networking group by having this running all of the week and inviting 2 weeks ahead. You've got our list of business types. I'm happy to help you with geographic targeting. On our website also, if you scroll down to the bottom of the screen, click on Getting Started with Location Targeting, then there is a tutorial here about how to use, basically how to look up place names on Google Maps and create your own list around your particular meeting point. So the website is emailmarketingrobot.com if you'd like to look up on any information. And below this video we've got a link. You can try the software out for yourself. We've got a full 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you're not completely satisfied with the software and the results that you're getting, we will refund your money in full. So what I'd suggest you do is try it out. If you've got any questions, do get in touch. There's a get in touch option at the top of the screen. Here's my contact details. You can call or text me on this number, and you can send an email to this address: WIN for Nottingham, S for sugar, OAR @gmail.com. So thank you very much for watching. Do try the software out for yourself. It's going to spread the word about business networking to many more businesses so that we can help them to grow their business through the proven power of word of mouth marketing. Thank you very much for watching again, and see you soon. Bye for now.